Hello everyone, welcome back to history lessons. So today we will not do a traditional class video or a video for undergraduate or something. Today we will read or know about certain concepts very important for history. So now the board exams are going on. Those who are planning to take up history for their further studies, it's very important for them, and it's very important. I won't use the word important. These are certain basic terms one should know if one is planning to have history or one is most of the history students know about it. So today let's those who know, let's take a revise, and those who don't, let's learn. So the first concept we will talk about today is a century. A century means a period of 100 years. So now 2022 falls in which century? It's 21st century. It starts with 2001 and will end in 2100. Similarly, 19th century will start on 1800 and end with 1900, and not with 1900 and end with 2000. Why? Like we calculate age, we also calculate century. The century we complete, we name it like that. Like 19th century is 1800 to 1900. For example, if we talk about when the First World War or Second World War is taking place, we will tell that it falls in 20th century. Why? The year is 1914 to 18, the time period for First World War, and the time period for Second World War is 1939 to 1945. The second concept of today's video is war and struggle. So what is a war? And it's a very similar word, and we use it quite as a synonyms, but there are differences. And now, as you all know, the third, we all are saying the Ukraine Russia conflict or the Third World War. So war and struggle, but there are certain differences. What is a war? A war is a state of armed conflict between different countries or different groups within a country. For example, the First World War, the Second World War. But a struggle is a forceful or violent efforts to get free of restraint or constriction. I'll give you a very easy example to make you all understand, the India's struggle for independence. We won't call it India's war of independence because we fought for our independence, but that time India was colonized. India was fighting against a mighty empire called the British Empire. So a war is something when the two opponents are equal. But a struggle is something when we struggle for our rights, we call it a struggle. When we struggle, India was struggling for independence, their independent right or their sovereign status. The last concept today we will discuss about is a kingdom and an empire. These are also similar like war and struggle word. We often use it similarly as synonyms, but there are certain minute differences. A kingdom is a country or a state or a territory ruled by a king or a queen. Like the Travancore kingdom, like we had the Ahom kingdom. But an empire is an extensive group of states or countries ruled over by a single monarch, an oligarchy or a sovereign state. So the glaring example I would give or I'll mention is about the British Empire. For making it easy, an empire is something which is large, which has several parts under it, and a kingdom is a smaller one. So if the question or for better understanding you want to know, so everything starts with a kingdom, then becomes an empire. Like in Indian case, the first empire is the Mauryan Empire. But before that, were there no kingdoms? There were kingdoms, but nothing like the mighty Mauryan Empire. So big, so extensive. It's the most centralized administration, such good economy. For that time, it was experiencing. So empire, if we have to mention about the first empire in Indian history, it's the Mauryan Empire, without any question, without any doubt. But there were kingdoms. So that's all for today. I hope you will like it, and if you, so please share it with your friends, family. Please do subscribe our channel for more content. Thank you.